What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today is Wednesday, March 31st, 2021. Last day of the month, last day of the quarter. Getting started up fresh. Tomorrow, random ass Thursday. The market, as you can see from my options, for the most part is pretty red. Nothing new here, at least in my portfolio. Well, yesterday actually it wasn't that bad. It was almost neutral. I think I actually went up about $1,000 overall. But today I lost that same amount I went up, and so we're back to square one again, which is down a lot. But luckily, well, not too many, but most of them are very long term. Like these two right here, 2023. These two are 2022. This one's in September, these two are in July, this one's in June. Only these two are really soon. But Chewy actually, where's it at? They just had their earnings not too long ago. In fact, it was yesterday afternoon. And I mean, you can see what happened. It peaked this morning at 89. I think it was actually in the 90s range for maybe 10 minutes or so, and then it just came crashing down, of course. So my option is pretty much shit at this point, down $956. My break even is $100 for Chewy. It was looking actually very likely to happen at this point today, but then I mean, you can see what happened. It just took a shit. But it's whatever. I don't care too much. I only put 1,000 in it anyways. But they had a very profitable quarter. Everyone was expecting them to go down. They thought that the quarantine thing was the reason that a lot of people were buying from Chewy online and getting it delivered to their home. But they had their first profitable quarter, this last one, Q4 of 2020, and it kind of just shocked everyone. That's why it shot up. But I don't know what the fuck happened today, because it just went right back down to pretty much where it was at. Right there, it was at what, 81, so it's only $3 higher than what it used to be at, and I'm sure by the end of tomorrow we'll be right back at it if it's another red day. But it was just nice to see it did a little something here and there. But yeah, for the most part, nothing's really changing very drastically here. So we'll just go ahead and hop into our good friend Dogecoin, which again, nothing's really happening here as well. It's chilling at this new, before it was chilling at a little bit higher range. Why is it so straight? The hell? That's kind of weird. Like, it's not even like a little bit of zigzag on that. I think it's like a damn straight line. Look at that. Well, now it's a little bit. I don't know why it's a straight line like that. But for the week, it's pretty much been at this 5.3, 5.4 range. A little bit of 5.2 here and there. And, before this dip that happened right here, we were trailing at that 5.5 to 5.8 range point. And then it dipped down for whatever reason, I can't remember. And then, now we're at this new 5.3 range. So it's good that it's steady at a certain price, but the fact that it did go down below the 5.5 cent mark isn't that good. But you never know what's going to happen with Doge. Bitcoin is going up back to its new highs again, and so I feel like Dogecoin will shortly follow. At least we'll go back to at least 5.5 cent range here soon. But anyways, we'll just hop on in to, actually, before that, I keep on forgetting to look at the polls that I made on my channel. This one, it's been 2 weeks since I made it. The question was, would Dogecoin still go up without Elon Musk support? 84% of people, you guys, said it would still go up. Well, you guys lied, because, well, you didn't lie, but you're wrong, because it didn't go up since he hasn't tweeted about Dogecoin in a week or so. I think it's been a week, a little bit over a week now. and we've been going downwards. So I would have said yes as well, but it didn't. And you people that said it'll stay the same, it kind of did for the most part. And the people that said no, you're the most right, I believe. That's a good 158 votes. So that was a nice amount. And then my more recent one, 5 days ago. How much Dogecoin do you guys own? I myself am in this little box right here with the other 14% of you. But the majority of us here have between 10 to 50,000, which is, I mean, there's no right amount or wrong amount to have. I always say the more the merrier, but that's a good, good chunk of Dogecoin to have, in case it ever does hit. I mean, hypothetically speaking, Bitcoin prices, if you got 10,000 Dogecoin at 59, let's just round it up to $60,000 a coin, just add 5 zeros to that, and I don't even know how much money that is. It's a lot. That's all I know, it's a lot. And so you'd be made regardless. Even if you had, well, if you got 0, then you're shit out of luck at that point. But even if you had this range, you're going to be living a better life just having a 1 at 60,000. But that one got 182 votes, so thank you to everyone that voted on that. And now we will move on to the article, Investor Place, and it says, sell the bubble within a bubble called Dogecoin. With Washington and banks opposing cryptocurrencies, cryptos are unlikely to ever be used for purchases on a widespread basis. This article came out yesterday, just a little bit after noon. And it says, the opposition of governments and large banks to cryptocurrencies is likely to prevent them from ever going mainstream. As a result, the cryptocurrencies, including Dogecoin, are overvalued at their current levels and have probably reached bubble status, which they've said the same thing about Tesla, but it hasn't had a bubble burst or nothing like that. It went down to 600, high 500s, and now it's back. I forgot how high it went today. Let's take a quick peek at it. I think it was at like 650. Even higher, like it went to 660. And its low was right here yesterday, 594. So it already rebounded a decent amount. But let's continue on. I also agree with most of the bearish points that Bank of America recently made about Bitcoin, and with Dogecoin one of the cryptocurrencies that's least likely to attain widespread adoption. I recommend that investors sell the currency now. Washington, the name, will stymie widespread adoption of cryptos. There are multiple signs of the U.S. government is opposed to the widespread adoption of cryptocurrencies. For example, in February, Treasury Secretary, this person, extremely inefficient, called they didn't even hit the space bar correctly. They hit the letter B instead. So whoever wrote this article, I don't even trust anything you say anymore, just for this right here, that error. But we'll continue on. And in March, Fed Chairman Jeremy Powell labeled cryptocurrencies highly volatile and not really useful stores of value. The reality is that governments can take steps which will make the widespread use of Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and other cryptocurrencies extremely impractical. For example, the IRS is enforcing U.S. citizens to report any use of crypto, and any transactions involving cryptos could, according to the IRS, result in a taxable capital gain. That would be pretty bad. The need to report all transactions involving crypto includes Bitcoin and Dogecoin to the IRS makes cryptos rather impractical to use for any purpose. After all, keeping careful track of every transaction is rather cumbersome, and the fact that Americans can buy and use foreign fiat currencies without reporting those transactions to the IRS or paying taxes on them makes such currencies much more practical as hedges against inflation than cryptos. Further, the U.S. Gov hostility to Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and other cryptos is likely to prevent most businesses and other individuals from ever accepting them in exchange for goods and services. After all, it's theoretically possible for the government to take other steps that will hinder the use of cryptos in Washington could even theoretically make them illegal. What's this? Okay. Also likely to hurt crypto is large banks' hostility to them. As I'll describe below, Bank of America recently issued an extremely bearish note on cryptos, and JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, whatever, in 2017 memorably referred to Bitcoin as a fraud. It's easy to understand why banks are opposing crypto. The reason is that financial institutions make a great deal of money from the current fiat currency system. For example, they generate revenue by enabling businesses to exchange one fiat currency for another, and by allowing companies to hedge against the fluctuations of fiat currencies. Look, they put 2 spaces here. Did they not? It looks like there's 2 spaces. I can't trust this article. So why would banks want to upend that system by replacing fiat currencies with crypto? And with banks opposing cryptos, consumers won't be able to pay their mortgage and credit cards with them. Meanwhile, businesses won't be able to take out crypto loans or establish crypto checking accounts. Bank of America made some good points, apparently. Way back in March 17th, or on March 17th. That's a whole 2 weeks ago, guys. Bank of America issued a note which argued that Bitcoin has become correlated to risk assets and is not tied to inflation and remains exceptionally volatile, making it impractical as a store of wealth or payment mechanism. The bank also contended that Bitcoin prices have risen based on large purchases of crypto by a few institutions. Further, BOA stated that the sole reason to buy the crypto is in order to profit when the price climbs. But in my eyes, buying Bitcoin now, like if you bought 1 Bitcoin for $60,000 and you're hoping it goes up, if you want to double your money, it's got to go up to $120,000. Like, I see that very unlikely, and that's a big amount of investment to put into one thing just to get a little return, because it's not gonna shoot up that much ever. Maybe, I don't know if I'll ever hit 6-digit, but I just don't see the need to go that heavy in Bitcoin when you can get into things a lot cheaper to double your money, like Dogecoin. You just got to go to 8 cents, and no, wait, it's at, what's it at right now? It's like at, damn, I already forgot, 5 cents. So it'd have to go to about 10 to 11 cents to double your money, and you don't even have to have, you could put $60,000 worth, but you don't even have to put that much in order to make a lot. But anyways, I agree with most of the arguments. I haven't seen any evidence that cryptos usually climb when inflation or fears of inflation increase, and cryptos are certainly prone to extremely sharp drops and make them impractical as a method of storing wealth. Finally, I believe that since the opposition of governments and banks will prevent cryptos from ever being used as real currencies on a widespread basis, I do think the only economically valid reason for buying them is because their value may go up. Golly, they talk so much. Let's just look at the bottom line. Due to the opposition of governments and banks to crypto probably will never go mainstream, and the crypto bubble will likely burst. Meanwhile, Dogecoin appears to be a rare bubble within a bubble, so extremely likely to burst sooner rather than later. On the data public, okay, I don't care. Pretty much it's just banks being babies right now. They're scared of crypto, is all I'm hearing. They're scared it's gonna fuck them over, is all I'm hearing. They're trying to get fear in people that are thinking about buying crypto, or people that just recently bought crypto but don't know too much about it. And yeah, that's all I read out of it. That's all I got out of the article. Let me know if you got anything out of it that was useful. And let's not forget that they didn't do this right. They didn't put a space. They put the letter B right here, and they didn't even capitalize the other B, so they fucked up completely right there. Who wrote this article? Let's find out. That boy Larry. That explains it all. Larry has a very high track record. I'm just making that up. I don't know who Larry is, but he fucked up a couple times on this article, and for that we're just gonna close it. And so, with that, I'm done talking about Dogecoin for the day. Let's see what's trending on Twitter. Let me catch up with my news. Oh, never mind. I was going to say Godzilla vs. Kong, but it's just an ad. Invest in You, 15 years of Miley. Is that Miley Cyrus, or am I tripping? It is Miley Cyrus, okay. What is this? Party in the New York Stock Exchange? Some people are already sharing screenshots of $50 and $100 in Apple and Tesla stock added to their Cash App accounts. Miley Cyrus is giving out $1 million in stock with Cash App. Okay. Do your thing then. What else we got? There was one thing American Jobs Plan. Let's see it. Biden will roll out his $2.25 trillion American Jobs Plan today. $620 billion on how we move infrastructure. $550 billion on how we live at home, broadband, water, housing. $400 billion on how we care economy. $580 billion on how we make and create R&D manufacturing. Wow. Let's see why slogans feel good sounding slogans make me suspicious. Okay. That's a lot of money. I don't know how I feel about that. Where was the thing I seen that I wanted to click on? There it is. April Fool's is tomorrow, guys. Don't forget. Don't get fooled. Don't get played. Don't let someone make you look stupid out there tomorrow. Who needs April Fool's when your whole life is a joke? Okay, that's like the oldest line in the book. 4 million Australians have now been vaccinated. April Fool's, okay. No April Fool's, just... I don't know who that is. BTS, April Fool's in the past, okay. April Fool's and thinking about how... What's up with BTS and April Fool's? What the fuck? April 1st is ACC, a smart way to shoot your shot. Like, if they reject you, you can just be like, April Fool's, I was joking. That is true, you could do that. I can't believe I made it through all day yesterday and no one tried an April Fool's thing. Why are you saying that about yesterday, though? It's tomorrow. I'm gonna shoot my shot tomorrow so I can get curved and say April Fool's, bitch. April Fool's is gonna suck this year. Everyone's gonna be like, I shit my pants. I don't get it. March Madness is about to end and hand off to April Fool's. Changing of the guards, new FF, panic in DC, a fire, a shipwreck, Biden, breakdancing, happy April Fool's Day. Tomorrow's April Fool's and ain't shit funny, so don't complain with me. Alright. One more. Come on, let's get a good one. What's this one say? Just so that everyone knows, I won't be participating in anything for April Fool's tomorrow, so it will still just be normal updates from me. That was not good. I don't know if you guys seen the whole Kevin Durant and that other guy. I can't remember anymore. Kevin Durant and someone. What was it? It was trending last night with Kevin Durant talking shit in this guy's DMs, and then he exposed it out to the world, and then that dude posted videos of him and Kevin Durant joking around, and so nobody knows if it's real or fake, but it looked fake, so I don't know what it was. It was pretty dumb, to be honest. And then I seen another one, Peeps, and the Jolly Green Giant apparently doing a little April Fool's product that is not going to actually come out, from what I understand. It's a cauliflower peep. It looked cool in the picture, but it's not going to be a real thing. There's not going to be any sugar if it was a real thing. So you already lost my interest there, unfortunately. But I'm going to end it here, guys, because I am exhausted. It's only Wednesday, but I feel so tired. Drove so much these past couple of days for work, and I'm just ready to crash, to be honest. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll try and make another video maybe tomorrow or sometime during the weekend. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.